put it in context, one of the things about AI is it's been a story of hype and disappointment, for many, many years here. But what's really interesting in the past year I've never seen the speed of innovation, adoption, and the impact of technology before. And I think it is living in an unprecedented era. And for those of us who've been involved in AI for a long time, we've been hoping for AI to actually do something. And suddenly it's kind of like, I won't say it, but it's shit.
Yeah, we can say that here.
Yeah. And so now what we've got is there's almost a hysteria around a dystopian, utopian narrative around AI. And in some ways, we've lost control of this narrative. But, going back to what are the risks and what I'm seeing in the applied side of things, at our company, we look at 3 buckets of risks, and we've covered a lot of it here. But the first bucket of risk is really trust and integrity. We've heard the LLMs hallucinate, i.e. you can't rely on them for fact. So you probably don't want to do a medical chatbot yet, or give financial services advice based on an LLM. You could get in more trouble. We've got bias and fairness. We've got disinformation coming out of this. And then we've covered a second bucket is a lot of issues around legality. What are the laws, EU AI Act, GDPR, privacy control, security, all of those things. So we've got a big bucket of risk there. And then the third one we touched upon is the broader socioeconomic issues, concentration of power in big tech, especially US big tech, climate issues, job displacement and things like that. The clients, a couple of examples of practical applied issues. One of our clients is HireVue, US-based company that's the leader in AI-assisted recruitment. And AI recruitment is one of those high-risk use cases that everybody talks about, that it's biased, it's unfair. Under the EU AI Act, it's labeled as a high-risk use case. And it's called bias, but the reality is these algorithms trade on a historic data. So are they algorithms biased? Well, not really. They're reflecting our human biases. They've now got a mirror on it, and the risk is we're amplifying it. So in the case of HireVue, what we did the work with them is they wanted to be transparent and explain to the world why their algorithms were safe, they weren't biased, how they were using good governance practices internally around AI. So in that case, what we did with them is we actually published an explainability statement, which is, and we were talking about this yesterday, under GDPR, there are actually articles that says any fully automated decisions with human impact actually have to be explained, and you have to make them transparent. So I think it was James yesterday was saying, but doesn't regulation always lag innovation? Well, actually, there are rules in place that really are good examples of the practical things you need to do on explainability.